this was years ago. It has since grown and become very interesting to me, and so I'm absolutely playing it today. And for the rest of the month, actually. There's 4 episodes. I would love to play an episode a stream, but I don't think that's going to happen realistically. We'll see. You can do exclamation CW to find out the content warnings. I, Not to be a dummy, but I'm glad that they put the pronouns with the little gender symbols, um, because I never remember what they are. It like the symbol for male, female, and non-binary. I never use, and so I never remember them. Oh, hold on. 2 traits. Traits unlock additional paths and dialogue options. Y'all know I don't want to talk to animals. I want to be good at lying, and I want to be strange and unusual. Easy. Okay, I've got my water. I'm ready to read. Let me. I feel like you guys still can't hear the game, though. And I don't know why. Yeah, don't worry. You can't hear the game. Hold on. Before I continue, I will figure this out. There's no way I have it too low. Hold on. Scarlet Hollow. There it is. Okay. Tell me all your secret, cat. Give me those pussy secrets. Okay. Are you guys ready to listen? You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet. Hollow? Oh, wait. You know what I just realized as well? Say less, because I forgot to put my captions on. And now they're here. And so now you've got it. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Oh, because I'm mystical. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you're always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew what had to be done. And now, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyways, as I was saying... Oh! Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversations ago. I was up in Maryland. Oh hey, that's where I wasn't born in Maryland. I spent my childhood in Maryland, excuse me. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Street smart, fell an illness. I'm sick. Oh, there's a lot of options here. Remain silent. Why are you talking to me? Hell yeah, sounds awesome. Dude, what's wrong with you? I'll say, wait, what? Danny, that's me. Yeah, teen stuff. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was going to call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. Oh, this guy's horrible. Oh, this guy's horrible. Though, about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real, and jeez, you ever just get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? I want to go with threaten. Hold on, because now I've just realized I need to get my RP together. Who is Danny within the RP? Is she me? Or is she? I don't know just yet. I was giving bars. Hotep Danny bars. I must say I kind of feel like killing someone right now. I don't like horrible people waking me up to tell me about their horrible thoughts. Oh, what can I say? I'm an interesting guy. I like this little Michelin Man face, though. Little Pillsbury Doughboy Michelin Man. Anyways, you'll get it when someone tries to break your heart someday. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Hey, watch this. Virginia, hey. I don't care about Virginia. I just live there. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff. Wait, fatherhood? So I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there. Fatherhood? He's not really into fatherhood? We're going to remain silent. We've had enough. You sit, awash in horror, but doing your best to keep a neutral face as this man admits he's thought about murdering the soon-to-be mother of his child, a child whose birth he is currently missing and considering ditching to go have fun in New York. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? Ooh, I'm coming home. I like the drama of someone who's going somewhere when they say I'm coming somewhere. I'm coming home. I like something about it feels drama. It feels romantic. My expectations were low, but my guy who calls in a burrow under the continent, he may look casual in this beanie and hoodie, but oh my god, is he horrible. Do I want to see? I don't want to give this person too much. Just a small town. You probably haven't heard of it before. Oh! That's probably Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. Oh, he has on flip-flops! Do you guys see his little foot? 5 toes. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, though. Though, actually, I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the holler, you see, and there's always a job listing or two on the boards around here. So we're going to do a quick pivot into my current fixation, or refixation? Justified, the TV show. They call it the holler. They have a coal mine. It's very southern. So I'm just letting you guys know in case you don't understand the context of this. If you were to watch Justified, you'd understand the context. But you don't, so I'm letting you know. Why must you curse us with this knowledge? I mean, I just saw the toes there as I was moving my mouse. And I wanted to make sure that you guys could see the toes too. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are. Thanks. But my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook, see how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Here, I have something for you. Peanuts? The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Oh, they're boiled. I don't like boiled peanuts. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my back, so I don't want to carry them around anymore. Tip. Sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. Oh, we're going to say... No thanks. I hate boiled peanuts. You put your hand up to say no. I'm not really hungry. There's still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking in a peanut brine. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Ooh, horrible. Although all around horrible, eh? And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you could finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Although that's not really how buses sound, do they? They sound like a train conductor. Oh, the peanuts had such a nasty puddle. Just oozing. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though, for a small town like this, you're amazed there's even not so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you in this place behind. Oh, hey Danny. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. We're definitely not going to say looks like someone needs a hug. Let's say, so before even playing this game and knowing like how it worked, I did say I would love to eat somebody's eye, to bite somebody's ear off, you know, that kind of attitude. So I think I'm going to stay within that frame. There was, you know, the full moon happens, and so sometimes it affects me. Let's just say a hey. I did love Tabitha as a name. It's so indicative of a person for me. This isn't like super related, but it's kind of why I was like, if I ever have a child, their name's Maxwell. Just an old, stuffy kind of name. It feels good. Oh, you shifting? Not today, not today. It's just that energy under the skin. Hey, Tabitha, come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Ooh, she look mean. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Why does she have so many keys? No, Azalea, exactly same thought at the same time. Why she got so many keys? That's suspicious, no? Why would you need that many keys? Tip. Dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Maybe she's a janitor, but see, if that's the case, You got your work keys on your personal ring? That is also suspicious to me. IDK watched she put them on her car key. See, Azalea, again, same thought. It's suspicious. Why do you have so many keys? A person only needs 3 keys. House key, car key, maybe a little mailbox key. Anything more than that, and I feel like something's up. I'll give you 4 if you own a business. Business key. Let's just say, so the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. I don't think I want to talk to Tabitha anymore. He decides best to not say anything in response. Or I could be absolutely... I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club. My mommy's dead. I can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. You can feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about Pearl Ann and the old Scarlets. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. We don't have to become our parents, or sometimes we do, so I won't say that. Because maybe I do want a family full of hatred. I do like the rest of this, though. Or I could say that was unnecessary, because maybe I don't like Tabitha, but I could like Tabitha. Is this why Lotus said it would take me longer than a couple of hours to play each episode? 3 to 4 hours? Let's do this for now. Ooh! We don't have to become our parents. There are some things in life we get to choose. She's the one who left. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Oh, look at this house. Y'all live here? Y'all live here? And here it is. Wait, do you think the town is named after the family? Are we old evil money? Here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to isn't lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. That was the vibe I got. Right, because it's Scarlet Hollow spelled the same, but like officially seeing the Scarlet Estate, now I'm very much, and like a family torn apart. I'm very curious. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you, a jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. Oh, look at the dog. Ding, 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 we got gothic. Oh, this is gothic as hell already. The second we dropped into Scarlet Hollow, I could smell the goth. You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Foyer? I say foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. Do you live here, Tabitha? I thought y'all were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this, don't? Let's say this place is falling apart. Oh, so you're the expert on how to take care of our mansion all of a sudden? It's not as easy as you think, okay? It takes a lot of time and resources. What you see right now is still livable, so mind your own damn business. I should have been ruder, eh? Let's get this tour over with. Follow me. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Oh my. Look at this kitchen, actually. As Tabitha speaks, your eyes are drawn to the windows in the overgrown garden outside. Dread and anxiety grip your lungs. You can almost feel the ground beneath you start to slip. This place is a step away from being swallowed up and vanishing forever. Metaphor? Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip. Some explore options prevent you from taking others? Oh, other options. Choose carefully. Oh, look. Oh, there's a lot of options here. Hold on. Is there someone in town? It's nice. This is nice. You said someone actually cleans this place? Have you ever actually seen that happen, or does this person just say they didn't leave? I've always dreamed of having a kitchen like this. I can feel the weight of the world pulling down on this place. I like that. This place isn't safe, and I don't mean that in the sense of it being perched on a literal cliff. Something is wrong here. Oh no, I like this. I can feel the weight of the world pulling down this place. I'm mystical. As if the entire estate is a step away from crumbling to dust. Okay, geez, I get it. You think it's messy. I'll tell Janie to be more thorough this week. But you should know there's only so much anyone can do with a country house this old. It's always going to be a little grimy and worn, unlike your sleek city apartments. If a little dirt bothers you, you're going to have a rough time this week. What's next? Bathroom, follow me. Great, it's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. There's the cat. Leave that cat. No, let's ask. Hold on, I have to sneeze. Is that your cat? What's its name? Frou Frou? Thank you, Azalea. Do not try to pet her. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. I'm gonna pet the cat anyways. Oh! She scratched me! She bit me! What did I just tell you? Come on, let's continue the tour. She bit me! You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being, you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. That's what you get? I'm not going to let nobody control me or tell me what to do. So maybe that is what I get. Guest bathroom, not much to show. It's a bathroom. I wait outside. Do what you must, if you must. Look at this bathroom. Look at all the hair dye. The toilet rolls. Now wait, I get it's a little house, but this is... I have to ask. When Janie comes through to clean up, where exactly does she clean? Which parts of the house does she touch? Do they pay Janie? Do they pay her well? Because if I'm getting paid... if I'm getting paid 10 an hour, this is how your house gonna look. If I'm getting paid 15 an hour for the way this house is set up, this is how your house gonna look. It's a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Guests. Alright, let's lift the toilet seat. Look at them! Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. I'm a bad bitch. I'm gonna use the bathroom. All you gotta do is hover. Don't put your butt on the toilet seat. Just hover. Activate your core, your thighs, your calves, anything. Don't sit on that seat. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousins. Sometimes you gotta pee. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. I'd have the worst anxious thought of shit crawling in my crack. I can't. That's why you hover. Can't nothing touch you if you're hovering. If you don't touch it, can't nothing touch you. Do you think this person is related to Tabitha? Also, do you notice that the little cursor is like a little skeleton hand? Cute. I guess it's not supposed to be cute, but I think it's cute. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It has it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Jenny wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid just to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died in here. Oh! The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. Let's do who used to sleep here. I've already been a little bit in this house, so let me be casual. Who used to sleep here? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here, and now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Oh, I could really smack a bitch. People have died here, huh? I sense a heavy spiritual fog hanging over this room. People have died here, haven't they? Like I said, this house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. How many people in a family can realistically die in 150 years? Let's do the math. If you live to 100, that's one death, right? How many people realistically can die in 150 years? 4? 5? I'll give it 5. Depending if that family had a lot of kids. Let's say 150 years ago. Where were we? This game, episode 1 came out in like 2020? That doesn't seem right. But let's say, realistically, if this was a good normal house, how many people would have died? I'm gonna be silent. You can't think of anything else you'd like to say, but if there's one thing for certain, it's that you're not the sort of person who likes to, or who even knows how to, verbally end conversations. You remain silent and wait for Tabitha to say something. I take it you don't have any other questions? Good. Follow me. I'll take you back to the... I say foyer, I think, actually. Foyer, so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip: some dialogue options will open additional conversational paths, some right away and others down the line. Ooh. Let's ask Tabitha why she a jerk. Why are you being such a jerk to me? You asked me to come to this funeral, but since the moment I got here, you've been acting like I spat in your coffee. What's going on? Was it something I said? Look. Oh, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you aren't exactly one to talk. You've been a horrible guest. No, I just got here. Maybe we could start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. What kind of work you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me, except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate if you didn't keep me for long. Get the fuck out of here. Hashtag girl boss. I didn't know we owned a coal mine. No. Azalea, my RP. If I'm going to be eating somebody's eye by the end of this, I can't say girl boss. Or I guess I could. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Man, get the hell out of my face. Whatever your thoughts may be on top of this work situation, you decide it's best to keep them to yourself. Is there anything else you'd like to bother me with before I leave, or are we good? Let Tabitha leave. Are we all set then? I'll see you tonight. Your cousin leaves through the front door, and now it's just you in this sprawling, decrepit estate. Can I? Oh, now hold on. This house isn't right. This house isn't right, and I want to be inquisitive. Why the hell? Could I die? With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the forbidden wings of the estate. Except for the locks and chains sealing them shut. Do I? My street smarts? Can I pick a lock? $5 says it's haunted. In this house? Oh. In this house? That's owned by people who own a coal mine? That's full of death? No. An insurmountable obstacle for most, but a mild inconvenience for you. Yeah. As the locks fall, the doors moan open, revealing the entrance to what once must have been an incredibly lavish ballroom. Faintly in the distance, you can hear the quiet notes of an old piano playing from another room. The forbidden wings are yours to explore. I could say this was a mistake. I could say maybe I should listen to Tabitha. I can enter. Let's look around just a little bit, and then we'll leave and lock it back up. $5 also says the coal mine owner's ancestors called in the Pinkertons at one point. Hey, I just don't think owning a coal mine leads to a good, healthy conscience. You can see why your cousin warned you against coming here. Deep gashes tear across the floor and years of detritus. Oh, this detritus home. This detritus home? That's a good. Have turned what once must have been a magnificent and open ballroom into a tight and claustrophobic maze. The piano you heard from outside the ballroom has grown louder. Wherever it is, it's nearby. It's probably just a self-playing model, but maybe you aren't as alone as you thought. I don't care too much about the family tree right now. I want to know about that piano. As far as you can tell, there are 3 exits in the ballroom. There is, of course, the door you came through, and on your far right is a door beyond a broken floor, a dead end. Across the room from where you entered is the 3rd and final exit, a glass doorway you can just barely make out behind a pile of broken furniture. You move to investigate it more closely. As you approach, the playing grows clearer. Without a doubt, the piano is behind this door. I know I can't, I feel like I can't clear the furniture. Should I save? Is there a save? Wait, character history? Oh, me. Do I want to really go for it? I said that, but I clicked already. Though you try with all your might, it's just too heavy. Okay, that's what I thought. Let's see my family. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's okay. We can go back. And if not, that's okay. You return to the entrance of the sealed wing and carefully reattach the locks. After what you've seen in her in the ballroom, you weigh how much longer you should even stay in the estate on your own. I'm not going to settle into my room because there's no room to settle into. Let's go to town. With your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do here. You drop off your bags in your room and head out to explore the town. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though, maybe her mother's funeral wasn't the best time for something like that. We also should probably figure out, how does Tabitha feel about her mother? Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. Ooh, mountains! It's really pretty out here. Continue. Finally, hey, town? Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as the guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked, and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh, here's that dog. Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Is that supposed to be a dog? Hi, I'm Danny. And I'm Stella. Pleasure to meet you. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. You know what? Every character has been on this side of the screen, haven't they? I think so. Maybe, hold on. I'm going to move my webcam. Oh, the music's really good right now. To here, maybe? I think that'll work better for this game. And then, not to be like that, but because I'm looking at the game now. You see, doesn't that feel much better, more natural? Okay. Start over. This is the new game. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and a Mothman shirt. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. Are we in like the DMV area? Or I guess DC wouldn't be included. Just like the Virginia Appalachian area? A little bit northern? You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Maybe. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. You must be Tabby's cousin then, right? That's the only person I could think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her all alone in that big house. She's in conflict with herself. Whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha. Even though we just met a couple hours ago, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Oh, is she always so, rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind that she's still her same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she probably never admit it. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everyone knows everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. Look at that. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated and that was that. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Even the baby is looking at me. Does the baby have to? Let's look back. You silently stare at the patrons, unsure of what to say or perhaps unwilling to break the silence. Hey, this is Tabitha's cousin. She just got into town for the funeral. I'm showing her around. Stella moves to the nearest booth and you quickly follow. Are they whispering about me back there? Are they whispering about me? There's no need to be nervous, they won't bite. Oh, but I will. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully placed a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Aw, shucks, thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. I thought they were talking about me. I'm very clearly stupid because I said, oh, bacon for me? Also, I do find it very funny that you get the tip to hide the text box right when the dog is just lapping up some bacon. Anything for you? I want a biscuit and a coffee. I'm hungry. I heard they were really good. Oh, she winks. Best in the county. Or did they say country? Avery pours the fragrant brew into an empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. Cool. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some of these things out. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? No clue, because I don't think, at this moment in time, I'm not here to support Tabitha. Not right now. Maybe once I get to know her a little bit better, but right now I'm not feeling it. Honestly, I have no clue. Well, you're in luck, as you've happened to run into the person who knows all the best stuff to do around here and has limitless time to show you around. My boss is pretty forgiving. Oh wait, you probably wouldn't get that joke since we don't know each other that well. I'm self-employed, so I'm my own boss, so I'm forgiving myself. Get it? Nah, please explain the joke. No, that's funny to me. Thank you, I'll be here all week. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Oh, this is really making me... We have some, like, homemade scones in the kitchen. This is really making me want a scone and coffee. Maybe during the break. I'll get a scone and some coffee. Here's your biscuit. When he says it's on the house, she sends her condolences. What do I look like, a charity case? I don't want to be mean to just the people in town. You didn't have to do that. It looks great. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given, buttery form. You take a bite and melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. I'm just gonna say, whoa. Whoa. This is good. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Stella, what do you do? Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Oh, jeez. I could really come in here horrible. Wait, what? What kind of videos do you do? Wow, that's rad. Oh, okay. I could not care. Okay. How does that make you money? Hug you and everyone else? What kind of videos? She hunts cryptids. No shit. Mama's wearing a varsity jacket and a Mothman t-shirt. No shit, she hunts cryptids. You should really check out her channel, Danny. It's amazing. Wait, how'd you know my name? Did I introduce myself? Am I wrong? Did I introduce myself? Oh, sorry. It's just that most people in town know about you. Sorry, I'm sure that must seem creepy. Oh well, I guess the cat's out the bag. The Holler's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, and that includes extended family. Oh no, who's been talking about me? I'd never even met this side of the family. What would they even talk about? Your aunt must have been getting it from somewhere. She was always on about something you were up to. Oh, oops. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. No, I want to dig into that. What matters is that now people can meet the real you, so it doesn't matter what Pearl Ann may or may not have said. No! Yeah, you can always make a good first impression, wipe the slate clean with the whole town. No. What was she saying? Oh, geez, look, I'm sorry I said anything. Hey, don't worry about it. Pearl Ann... Oh, sorry. Pearl Ann was a gossip and would do this sort of thing with everyone. Oh, see, if y'all were real ones, you tell me. Spreading weird little rumors about folks was kind of her trademark. Anyways, weren't we in the middle of talking about Stella's illustrious YouTube career? I guess we were, weren't we? I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner? I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Oh, lo-fi beats to chill study? Scared in the woods? Harold Ice Cream Parlor? Oh yeah, look! This says something Appalachia. I could tell. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I'd seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Whatever it is, you should leave it alone? Oh, don't worry. I have a strict take-only video, leave-only footprints policy. I never harm the creatures I'm after. I wish only to observe like a proper documentarian. I was curious to see what you thought, though, since there was so much controversy on Twitter and in my comment section over what it actually was. There were even actual experts weighing in. It was cool, honestly, and it meant the video did great numbers. Something Appalachia as if one cue. Hi, Percy. I am not an Appalachian woman. I'm from Maryland and Northern Virginia. But close enough. Close enough to where you catch the vibe. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries are missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. A full capybara, kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube comments for years to come. Actually, hold on. Where's my mouse? Oh, we're in South Carolina. I didn't think that South Carolina was Appalachia. But I guess it's that whole... Is it that whole... That whole sliver? That whole chunk, right? Okay, yeah, it is. It is. It is. Okay, this game is 100 out of 10. I mean, I've never heard anything bad about it, right? So speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along? It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm going to go after the... Wait, no spoilers. Whoop, sorry, Avery. It's okay. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? It's definitely one of the lesser ape-type cryptids and one of the smellier, according to some sources. They say you should be able to smell it before you see it. I don't know about you, but I find the idea of discovering something previously unknown to be excitement enough, even if it is just worse Bigfoot. Hi, Kianari. How are you? Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the cam for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? Now, who's Gretchen? I've met Stella. I've met Avery. Winnie is somebody in here. Tabitha. I'm Danny. Who was Gretchen? Against my better judgment, yes. I will follow a girl I just met into the woods at night to chase after dangerous beasts. Is it a Halloween game? Technically, it's my Halloween game. This is a horror visual novel, though. I don't know how horrific it'll get in terms of visuals and narrative, but like those are the content. The first girl you met is Gretchen? It's not ringing any bells. Who is Gretchen? The dog. I just remembered before I typed it in. Gretchen is the dog. But yeah, this is a Halloween game for me. I don't know how, like, I don't know where it's gonna go though, but those are the content warnings. When you put it that way, it sure does sound like this is a bad idea, but trust me, we'll have a great time. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it's kind of like a blast from the past. Oh my. Me and Kanika and Reese running around in the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering salamanders. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him. to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? If you're into the story vibe, the creator has a graphic novel series out called The Last Halloween. Yes. Also, the developer at large has a new game coming out, I believe Friday, if my numbers are lining up with my days of the week. Slay the Princess comes out Friday. And I want to play it bad. Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by or... Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know, yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for Skunk Ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Ads start up in a minute. So we'll pause here. Shall we get back to it, folks? Let's see. Alright, we just got off the phone with Freeze. Something's happened. And maybe we'll go by his house later. That's where we are. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in this town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh, well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious, you'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Yeah. I want to go. I'm nosy. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down, since she's at the general store basically every week. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So, we should probably head out if we want to make it up to the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. After all, it seems everyone in town has heard awful things about you from your now deceased aunt. I feel crazy because I just said aunt. Excuse me, and I also burped. I just said aunt when I never in my life have pronounced it that way. This game is changing me without even having vocal lines. Let's just leave a regular tip. You reach into your pocket to pull out a single crumpled dollar bill and a quarter. Oh boy. Okay. If that's all I have, like that's all I can do, but oh boy, this impression. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you've got it, you think to yourself. You leave the money on the table and follow Stella out of the diner. Look at the town. Oh, the manor? It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel more alive than you've been in years. You feel alive. The fall breeze passing through the leaves, the orange hue of the setting sun painting the horizon, the promise of excitement ahead. It's been a while since you felt this in the moment, this present. The world around you feels almost magical. Were a mythical creature to actually manifest in front of you, it would fit perfectly in this world. Look at the dog butt. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record. Since last year, at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here? Other than anything crypto related, of course. Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing a baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos. Oh, I thought I was gonna sneeze. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. That's pretty cool. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Anything bad ever happened on one of these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff, but he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple of months to heal. All in all, not too bad. Okay. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I keep hitting the right mouse button. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was red as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was a time I actually stumbled into Old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody, sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Let's move on. Oh, I heard that. I did hear that. Did you hear that? Hello. Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. I was about to ask, do they sound southern in North Carolina? A southern state? Phew, sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for out here? Skunk ape? Sorry I asked. And who's this you suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't. Is that? Yep, I see. Welcome to the holler. I'm already done with this accent. I apologize for setting it up. Genuinely. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now both of y'all headed back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area. That was quick. I already have, at times, a slight southern accent, and so putting one on fucks me up all the way around, to where I end up keeping it. I can't do it. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, tell her, Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Oh, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Oh, I'd love to see a beast. I'm sorry to hear that, but I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. Ah, it's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. These sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. Oh, I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed yet. Confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by old geezers like me. Oh! You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of the woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. As Duke's words leave his mouth, a sinking feeling starts to pull at your stomach, and you glimpse brief flashes of something terrible to come. Show me! I want to see it. Whatever it is, the 4 of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. Even... There's something waiting for us deeper in the woods. Yeah, I know, I'm hunting it. What if it's not a mountain lion, though? What if it's... Oh, don't you get started again. If your daddy could hear you now going on about ghouls and goblins, using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator, do you want that to be his legacy, girl? Now that feels And besides, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We'll be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it if I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost any more of my poor little ladies. And you know I have to put out a video tomorrow evening. As Duke and Stella dig their feet and the feeling from before gains form and clarity, someone here is going to die tonight. Yeah! I want them to die! Stella? Should we kill Stella? I'm saying we. Why am I acting like I'm the one who kills? If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. Knowing what I know, zoop, 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 I'm remaining silent. You silently stared through Duke. Oh, stop it. You're just trying to settle me so I'll let y'all go off in the woods to film your little video. Alright, so I guess it's going to be Duke. Danny, I think you freaked Duke out enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave this poor man to his wild goose chase. I am not freaked out by your friend's theatrics, but if it gets you out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. Now run along home and stay out of trouble. I didn't warn nobody about that death. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. Let's see. No way, not with Duke in it. No. Lead the way. And trust me, we don't have anything to worry about from old Duke or his shotgun. I've gone out hunting with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the trees when he walks. Even if we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. Hey, Gretchen looks very nervous. I know pugs always look a little goofy, but Gretchen don't look like she wants to be here. You know? Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. Oh, hello, Stella. Hello, Stella. Poor Gretchen got that word pug face bad. I mean, look at her. Ahem. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Danny, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. Oh, trust, absolutely 100% trust a bitch who has a fandom name. That is important. I can take that camera off your hands for now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. Is something going to eat Gretchen? Maybe nobody even dies and I'm just being a bit, what's the word? Horrible. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Oh! Look at that content warning. Look at that content warning. It does have certain words in it, doesn't it? Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you, something unavoidable. Though what exactly is wrong with these woods still eludes you. I could just look into Stella's eyes. Not to be a lesbian, but the second I said, oh, there's a nice woman talking to us, maybe we could be lesbians. That was my first thought. There's something wrong in the air. It feels oppressive, dark. You don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk ape? Okay, so... She don't get me. She don't get me. I'ma just stay quiet. I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. My gut usually warns me if I'm gonna run into trouble, and I feel A-okay. That was a nasty sound. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Let me turn the game up a little bit so you guys can hear more of like the quieter sounds. Kiyama, death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. It's Duke back with the shotgun. No. When you hear something in the woods, you go. Did you hear that? That's the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big, scary predators like us. Let's check it out. Do y'all have deer? Do y'all see deer often where you are? Oh shoot, no, I'm blocking Stella. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight. Look at this. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Now, that's my evil face. I have mentioned this many times before. I love fungal horror. I love horror about sort of cancerous, parasitic type things. I don't know if this is it, but seeing this deer with two large tumor-like things on its head and neck have me so very excited. I don't, maybe the deer just has cancer, maybe, but I really hope there's a parasite. Oh, it's gone, and then it's gone. That was a good reveal, eh? Look at Gretchen. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. Pugs can't breathe very well. She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. It makes me uncomfortable. I love it, Azalea. If I had a heart monitor on, my heart rate would have jumped. But like, out of excitement. They're too much of a potato and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? Can we talk about that deer? Did you see its face? Now that you mention it, there was something a little off. Hey, Stella! Mama! Real quick, girl. A little off? I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. It's not like wild animals can get those taken care of, so they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing, but there's not much we can do about it. Why do you bring Gretchen with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around the woods at 17! And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped her a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretchen? Oh, Gretch. Hey, are you hungry? Now seems like a great time to take a snack break. Ooh, I love dried apricots. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. I'll take the dried apricots. I actually dried these myself. I wound up getting a bunch of apricots for free from Jeannie a while back and didn't know what else to do with them. It's wild how easy it is to make your own dried fruit. That sounds fake. People have told me it's surprisingly easy to cook a lot of things, and they have very much not been easy at all. You have no idea how many quick and easy recipes I've absolutely butchered. Okay, but this is like really easy for real. You literally just slice them up and put them in the oven for a few hours. I mean, you should definitely set a timer, but that's really all there is to it. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. Oh, look at her with her little stick, though. Alright, that's cute, alright. Oh, so tell me what it's like in Noib. None of your business. It was very immature of me in the moment to do that. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me, what's it like to be Danny? Oh, I live in an internet cafe. I live alone in a shitty apartment. I'm a loner. And it's a mixed bag. At first, it was kind of nice to finally have a space that was just mine, but now it feels cramped. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone, and no one can come let me out because I chose this for myself. And as far as they know, I'm happy being there. Oh. The lights flicker, the toilet is constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason, and it's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. I'm not living good. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. I got a plant. You know how they say living things are supposed to brighten up a room? When you put it like that, I wonder if staying in that old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways. Have you tried looking for a different place or maybe finding a roommate? There's gotta be a better apartment than that in a big city like Noib. Shrug. Sometimes you feel like that. Shrug. So what do you do for a living? Oh. Oh, what do I want to do for a living? I don't want to have a fun job. I don't want to have any of these jobs. Nothing that could possibly be fun. I don't want to be a service industry because I want a job that's like, huh? I build. So you know those ads you see on the sidebar of every website you visit that feel like they know way too much about you? Oh yeah, the ones that recommend stuff based on things I could swear I only talked about in person. So creepy. It's like they can hear everything I say. I work for a company that builds those ads for other companies. I went to school for computer science and thought I'd be doing something challenging when I got hired, but instead of actual programming, they mostly have me go in and make endless changes to the font size and color or whatever to make more people want to click the ad. I usually make like 40 or 50 ads that are all almost exactly the same and track each of them on a giant spreadsheet. That's my life. That seems a little soul-crushing. It is. And as it turns out, they're paying me way below market rate. A crisp breeze passes over you. You can't help but shake the feeling that you're being watched. Whatever's watching has been doing so for a long, long time. You scan the tree line, but whatever might be out there is nowhere to be seen. Okay, let's get into it. I think we're being watched. It might be skunky. Do your best to pretend it isn't watching us. We don't want to scare it off. Let's go after it. Eager to begin the hunt, are we? That works for me. Try not to make any sudden moves as we pack up. Oh. But before either of you can start packing, you're interrupted by a blood-curdling yelp. Whoa. That sound wasn't meant for human ears. Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back. Oh, there's a save button right here. I should save soon. Stella immediately packs her bag and slings it over her shoulder. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. Let's do Jesus Christ. Yeah, no kidding. Whatever made that sound, I've never heard anything like it, and it's close. I can be a little weird, but I don't want to be fully, like, non-pulsed, apathetic. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me and let's check this out. You and Stella inch. It's nonplussed. Nonplussed. I've always, like, that's why I've always struggled with it, because unpulsed, nonpulsed, I was like, it's something's not right there, but I couldn't figure out. Well, it's the whole word that wasn't right. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. As you approach, oh, I hear chicken. A series of weak clucks call out from a nearby bush. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. It had it too. The animals. What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2-3 feet tall. Wait, did I miss something? Was that not a chicken? Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out a skunk ape. But whatever it is, it had... I didn't see it! I only saw the chicken. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Follow Stella. We're being quiet right now. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown. I was gonna sing. Gretchen excitedly pulling you along by her leash. Oh! Stella? Oof. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. She tripped on the chicken. Oh no, that poor thing. It must have been one of Duke's. Oh Jesus, it's still alive. Investigate the chicken. Look at the chicken. You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She seems nervous, squirming slightly against her harness. We gotta look at that growth. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Whatever it might be, you know better than to investigate this lump any closer. You've seen horror movies. You back away from the chicken, your curiosity eclipsed by your instinct for self-preservation. Let's look at that face. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over but still rolling around in their sockets. We gotta kill the chicken. That's what's going to die tonight. Stop doing it! Looks like this is what Stella slipped on. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of the chicken's concerns. Are we gonna have to kill this chicken? I'm a country girl. Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. Ahem. It seems we found one of Duke's chicken's folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. Jeez, I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Hey, do you hear that? Oh! What in Sam Hill are you doing out here? Didn't I just tell you to... But Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong, darling? Good God. Wait! You guys, wait! Tumors do not pop up that quick and that fast. Duke would know if his chicken had a tumor. What could have gotten into her that quick? The water's poisoned. We caught a glimpse of something earlier, and when we chased after it, it brought us here. Whatever did this to her, I think we can hear them in these trees. Put that camera away, for God's sake, girl. I don't want to be in another one of your videos. No one needs to see me like this. No one needs to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear me? I think they're coming closer. Let's get it! Guns! Come on, you sons of bitches. Duke, don't shoot them. It sounds like whispering. We have no idea what'll happen. I want to shoot something. You hear that, Stella? That ain't the sound of something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, you, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You hear the whispering? Oh, hold on. Quick, they're closing in on us. Oh my god. Do I save the dog or? No, this is the second game that has put a dog's life potentially on the line, and I have to be the one to make the decision. I don't know if I want. I don't know if. That dog gone. Look at it! You dive to the flashlight and swing your body towards the woods. I said aim the damn thing, quick. Light up the woods. Perfect. Oh, that bitch went. Just grazed it, but that should make it pretty easy to track, eh, Stella? Oh, look, Stella's good. Yeah, blood trail is pretty hard to miss. Guess we know it wasn't mountain lions after all. Though it didn't look like any cryptid I've heard of either. This is going to be one hell of a video. As your heartbeat settles, you realize that Gretchen stopped tugging at her leash. You look down only to find an empty harness and the paw prints of a runaway dog. Wait, where's Gretchen? Where's my dog? Now in my head, I'm thinking, but I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Stella. I tried to hold on to her. Gretchen, I'm coming for you. Oh, I'll be damned if I let her chase after those things alone. Let's get it. Alone, you have no choice but to follow Duke and Stella into the darkness. I could say guess I'll die. I'll never die. There's a lot of them, though. As you push deeper into the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Keep running. Look at them in the trees! Are you trying to get us lost? Slow down. Oh, look at that one. I think we're almost there. The trees are starting to thin out. Lord, that smell. Yo, it's got Gretchen. Look at all the boils. The shrieks pull back into steady whispers as you, Stella, and Duke stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. At the edge of it all, an immobilized Gretchen gurgles in pain as one of the creatures looms over her. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. Gretchen! As Stella steps towards the nest, Duke pulls her back. This game is really making me make choices. This game is really making me make choices. I said maybe we could be lesbians with Stella, but she may not like us after this. We need to leave. Damn. The kid's right, Stella. They're circling us because they're protecting their brood, or whatever it is they've been planted in our animals. We have to get the hell out of here while we still can. Ooh, you know what would have been really fucking sick that I should have done? Put Gretchen out of her misery. Oh. Next time I'll go with my most instinctual gut reaction. You're right. There's nothing we can do right now. But Jesus Christ, I can't leave Gretchen like this. Duke, give me your gun. Oh, she gonna do it. You're not thinking about, she's my dog, Duke. We can't save her, but I'll be damned if you leave her behind to suffer like the rest of these animals. Do it. Why would I say let me do it? Do it, girl. Shoot that dog. Stella grabs Duke's gun and takes careful aim. The achievement I just got was Old Yeller. Run! As soon as the gun fires, you, Stella, and Duke sprint back through the woods, the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest nipping at your heels. In the highest branches of trees and down on the forest floor, they're all around you, casually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. So no, how long have these been in these woods? Quick, my truck's down this way. Oh! You make it to the road, but 3 of the creatures stand between you and Duke's truck. You stolen from them, Duke? You have to give them back what... Ooh, another choice. I feel like narratively the shift into you stolen from them, you have to give them back. Because, like, why haven't I mentioned that before? Narratively, maybe it doesn't work, but I love it. Danny's right, Duke. Birdie, she's part of their brood now. Oh, I get it. 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 Is this what you want? Is this what you want, you sons of bitches? Fine, take her. Take her and leave us be. Damn, now I feel like I should have shot them. But, like, my go-to is always to shoot. So maybe not. Get in the truck and let's get the hell out of here. I just thought about something. What if we had kept Birdie while she was still sick? We could have watched her. Maybe not run experiments. Oh my gosh, hold on. We're gonna save this here because I'm gonna go back after stream and actually do what I need to do. And we're gonna keep that chicken and we're gonna incubate whatever is in there. And we're gonna figure it out like scientists. Alright, I can do this. Maybe not, maybe not. I gotta go with my choices. I can't, there's no hindsight, it's all instinct. I saved, but I won't go back, I promise. Monday Road, Gretchen, dead. Animals don't stay alive in my games. You squeeze into Duke's tiny 2-seater truck, tucking your legs on either side of the gear shift. For such a gregarious person, Stella is eerily quiet right now. Hey Stella, you good? She doesn't respond. Why so glum? I thought you wanted to find cryptids. Shouldn't you be overjoyed? Duke, I don't think Stella's doing okay right now. Let's not place a comforting hand. Hey Duke, I don't think she's okay. Of course she ain't. Best not to bother just yet. Let's get out of these woods before something else tries to come after us. He glances over to Stella, his hard face softening slightly. It'll just be a few more minutes. You'll be alright. She just had to shoot her dog of 17 years. Soon the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the truck comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime, but Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard of anything like them, but I got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. I better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but, well, no point in talking about the buts. Just look out for yourselves. Take care, Duke. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in town, you must finally have reception again. Uh-oh. 6 missed calls from Tabitha and 13 text messages. Let me just call her. It goes straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. Unread? Uh-oh. I think I'm in trouble. That's a lot of texts and missed calls from you-know-who. Maybe Tabby's just worried about you. God, what a mess this night's been. Hi, Kylie. Welcome in. Um. Oh, I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you ask Duke if you could walk back? I just don't like cars as all they're rolling death machines, if you ask me. Sorry if I weirded you out. What do you make of everything we saw? I don't know. I haven't seen or read about anything like this, although maybe we've got to find out more about those things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. Sigh and resignation. It'll be worth it. Let's go. I hope she's still awake. Danny? Jesus! Me, Danny? You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. You're finally back where you belong. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. Wayne? You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. Was there not blood all around Wayne's collar? What brings you out here so late? And who is this? Hi, Mrs. Forsyth. This is Danny. Is it okay if we come in? Oh? You and Mrs. Forsyth briefly lock eyes. She's impenetrable, and you feel small and almost naked in her presence. There's something about her that's far beyond you, but you feel no threat, no malice. And then the moment passes, and you see only the middle-aged woman before you. Of course, you're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Tea is life. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Danny. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Perlan is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who was that? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. Okay. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. I never met Pearl Ann. You don't have to pass your only condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. That's for a child, but it seemed like the right thing to do. We need your help. Ah, yes. I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? We ran into some creatures out in the woods. These things. I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. Oh, is Kanika her daughter? This wasn't the local wildlife, Miss Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and tilts the screen towards Sybil. Sybil? Ah, one of your little videos. You gonna want to watch this, girl. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes, I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You'd better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Look at these stickers on the door. Kanika, come out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, it's Stella. Hey, Stella. Kanika got them titties out, though, for bedtime. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? I was helping Stella film a video in the woods and something terrible happened. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. There's a lot of dead and sick animals on the recording. You know I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella, what the hell is this? Did you film it? Was that Gretchen at the end there? The camera was rolling on Gretchen's death? Oy vey. Dios mío. Oh, Sailor Moon. Stella, where's Gretchen? She didn't make it. Stella, I'm so sorry. It's okay, I'm fine. I just want to know what did this to her. Unfortunately, if these creatures are what I think they are, what happened to Gretchen is but the start of something far more sinister. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on, this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Danny with this Talipo crap? She just lost her dog. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. The creatures themselves are harmless to people despite that grisly scene in the woods. But just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. An omen. I love an omen. To see one is to be cursed by fate. We saw like 50! To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom. They've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever those things are, they aren't magic. We can't rule that out, not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths? Maybe they're making more of themselves? I told you I love parasites. Maybe what we're seeing here is some sort of parasitic larval stage, part of their life cycle. But I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all of this up. Oh dear, I forgot entirely about the tea I put on. Let me fix you up a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Danny get some rest. I ran her ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can see it. This is important. It's not as if I'm necessarily eager to get back to Tabitha, right? Okay, maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has any information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my housemade peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Danny. It's excellent ice store warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Help wake up those bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. I gotta go home. Here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're okay, heading back up the mountain alone? I'm sure. I'm going to commune with them. Well, I won't stop you if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. Can I say something? I once met somebody in college and we were hanging out and we were friendly, etc. Like, we were becoming friends. And so It was like a really stormy night and class had ended early because the power went out in the building. So I was like, and she like also wasn't feeling good. So I was like, all right, see you, text me when you get home, you know? And she turned to me and she said, huh? I was like, text me when you get home. And then she said, about what? What do you mean? I was like, just text me that she made it home safely? Is this not a thing that you do with friends? One of the most startling moments of my life. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. We're in this together. Stay safe, buddy. You begin the long hike back up to the Scarlet Estate alone. Almost home. You've made it. Your salvation is in sight. You make a mad dash to the door. Oh! As you reach for the knob, the door swings open. Where the hell have you been? A lot of choices. Let's just ask, do you know anyone named Wayne? You feel a slight but palpable hesitation before Tabitha answers. I employ over 100 people. I'm sure I know a Wayne. You hesitated. It's late, Danny. You never came home. I'm sorry that your random question and accusations caught me off guard. Wait, you smell like nature and old dog. You must have met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Say nothing. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. As you settle into your room, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. You pull out your phone and call. Hey, how are you? She sounds a little different, like she's been crying. Did you make it back all right? Yeah, how are you? Totally fine. I mean, as fun as I could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Go get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else, though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and you're warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Is that episode? Oh. Someone crying in a basement? The mine? Does it all lead back to the mines? Look at how scuffed up this door is. It has 5 padlocks on it. Ooh. Scarlet Hollow. Okay.